When I think back to my childhood, I have a lot of very vivid memories. I find that hilarious considering that now I can barely remember what I did yesterday. Television has clearly lowered my brain cell count over the years. One insignificant thing in particular has always stuck with me, and to this day I still make a joke about it when I tell people. I remember I was sitting in the living room watching Buffy and cutting out posters of the Backstreet Boys. Yeah. And my gran looked over at me and said to my grandpa, "Well, she's either gonna be a lesbian or a serial killer." My grandpa just nodded and said, what the fuck? I got why she maybe thought, yeah, maybe she's gonna be a lesbian. However, the serial killer thing, really? Did I give off serial killer vibes to you? So anyway, the other day there, I was looking for something and I came across my memory box, right? It's a big box, I just fill it with crap from over the years. And in it, I found my old English homework book. This was from primary 5, so I was about 10 at the time. After reading this, it made me think I was fucked up. I thought, hey, why not share some of these nutjob essays and some other stuff about little psychotic Julie. Here are some facts for you. I have never been stung by a wasp in my life, despite the fact that as a child I used to spend the summer holidays ripping their wings off and watching them struggle. It didn't sound as bad in my head. Secondly, we used to go fishing a lot during the summer holidays, and when it came to gutting the dead fish, my little cousin, like a normal little girl, would be freaked out and she would refuse to do it. I, however, loved it, and I quote, "I like to cut the head off because I don't like it to look at me when I stick the knife in." Yeah, let's move swiftly on. Thirdly, watching horror films. Okay, now you already know, I've already told you that I was a massive movie nerd from a very young age. But if you remember what I said correctly, I was 6 years old when I watched Boris Karloff's The Mummy. I was 6 years old. A normal child's reaction would be, "Oh my god, I'm scared out of my wits, I'm having nightmares, I am never going to watch this again, wah wah wah." My reaction was, and I watched as many horror movies as I could get my hands on after that, and no one even thought to stop me. I remember the first time I saw Nightmare on Elm Street though. I was 9. It was Halloween night and my little cousin and I were getting ready to go out trick-or-treating by ourselves. I was a little on edge, to say the least, after watching it, and the first door we went to was my neighbour's, and what does she answer the door dressed as? Freddy fucking Krueger. There is no ladylike way to put this. I nearly shat myself. Okay, now on to some stories. We had to write about our dreams and ambitions. See if you can hear the little Norman Bates within me as a child. Most of it's pretty normal, but there are some alarm bells. Just about everyone has dreams and ambitions. The difference between them is that dreams are things like ruling the world or walking on the moon, which are unlikely to come true. However, ambitions, such as getting into a good college or having a successful career, can come true if you work hard and stay in school and get good exam results. I was such a fucking teacher's pet, okay? When I was little, my dream was to be a clown. A clown! This was clearly before I watched Stephen King's It. This was rather unrealistic because I wouldn't have the confidence to get up and make an idiot out of myself. Oh, well, little Julie, you have solved that problem. Also, the money wouldn't be very good and the long hours would disrupt my social life. I was 10. What social life did I have? My social life consisted of playing Tomb Raider and avoiding Dodgy Man at the end of the street. Wait for it. One of my dreams is to assassinate the president. Yeah, I wrote this when I was 10. I didn't know anything about America. I didn't know about the president. I think I must have just took one look at him on TV and thought, yeah, I don't like him, he has to go. However, the chances of this dream coming true are impossible because it is illegal. Yeah. Fucking right, it's illegal, you little psycho. What I find most hilarious about this is the fact that I, 10-year-old Julie, has just expressed a desire to kill someone, and my teacher, she's telling me off for using the symbol for and instead of the word. Okay, last one. We were given an assignment to do a little newspaper article. Now I remember the other kids writing, you know, happy little stories, nice things, you know, sunshine and rainbows, blah blah blah. What was my headline and story about? Double murder tragedy stumps cops. Mrs. Jean Smith, age 39, was found brutally murdered in a barn. She was found by a friend of her husband's. Wow, I was fucking intricate for a 10-year-old. The friend wanted to remain unnamed, but gave this statement. I couldn't believe it at first. I thought she was sleeping, and then I noticed her neck was broken. She wasn't moving. She was dead. Oh my God. The body of Mr. Lenny Carter, age 42, was found by the river. He had been shot in the back of the head. A man called Slim, who claimed to know Mr. Carter, said, when they told me he was shot in the head, I thought it must be suicide. But then the cops said he was shot in the back of the head, making it an obvious murder. I was shocked. Fucking hell. Oh, why, Julie? Why couldn't you be a normal child? So yeah, there you go. There's a little bit about me. Happy Halloween to you all, and to my friends and family watching this. Maybe now you can sleep a little more soundly knowing that my gran was wrong. I'm not a serial killer. I'm just weird.